So I was waking up the other day, I had a cup of coffee in one hand and my eyes were glued to an electronic device in the other, as you do. I got an email from a gallery rep and I was reading through it. Before I responded, I decided to look up the gallery. And I'm not gonna name any names here, but the gallery name was familiar, so I Googled it. And that's when I recognized what it really was. Hey everyone, I'm Caroline, an artist, an art teacher, and muralist from right here in Portland, Oregon. And I upload a new video every single Monday morning. So if you're into all things artsy fartsy, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. So in this video today, it's going to be an artist vlog on what are pay-to-play events. Some of you may be familiar with this, many of you probably are not, but these are not fun. In case you guys didn't know, I have lots of experience in the art world. I've been doing this for about 15 years now. I've shown all over the place. I've been published. I've sold my art in multiple countries. I've been the vice chair to the City of Gresham Art Committee. My artwork's been featured on Portlandia episodes. I have shown in numerous galleries and venues around the state. So I have experience in what I'm talking about today. So, what are pay-to-play events? Well, it's anything that requires the artist to pay an upfront cost to show their work. Now, I will be talking about some exceptions to this that may be okay, but for the most part, these pay-to-play events, that's how they make their money. They make it off the artist, which is why I do not recommend them, okay? They're not there for the art or for the artist. They're there to see if they can make money from that artist because they know they're probably not gonna sell anything. It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not the art is good. It's about who those people are, why they're there. They're not there for you. They're just not. A lot of artists would read this email and be really excited and jump on board, and then they get that response email of, oh, it's gonna cost you this much to get your art looked at, and oh, it's gonna cost thousands of dollars to show your art in our venue, and we're not gonna pay for you to ship it there or for you to come out there. So in the long run, it's going to cost the artist a lot of money, and that's not including the fact that they take a big percentage, probably 40 to 50% of sales if you sell anything. So the chances of you getting your money back from one of these things, pretty much none. So in that aspect, it's sort of a scam because you're expecting these people to show and sell your artwork. This could be your big break. You're really excited. When in actuality, you're wasting thousands and thousands of dollars that you're not gonna get back. And some people are like, oh, well, it's for the experience. No, there's other ways to get experience for free. Some exceptions to the pay-to-play events would be city fairs, county fairs, conventions, street markets. Why? Because they bring in a group of people who otherwise wouldn't have gone to your show. They bring in a vast range of people from all around the state or country. They come to have fun, to experience things, and to spend some money. So the chances of you actually making your money back at one of those things, you probably will make some money back. Plus the fee to get that little spot or tent or whatever, it's nothing compared to some of these other places. On top of which, these state fairs or county fairs or street markets or conventions, they don't take a percentage of your sale, right? So you'll pay like $50, maybe $100 for your little spot, and that's it. Like, you're good to go. You could sell your artwork and they don't take any more of your money. Plus you have complete control over everything in your own little booth. So that's actually okay. So that's sort of a pay-to-play event, but what I'm talking about here are traveling pay-to-play events or pay-to-play exhibition sites that cost thousands of dollars up front, not including the percentage they take for commission. So what you need to look out for if you get contacted from somebody, a gallery rep, or a Facebook message about, hey, I love your art, do you want to show in our space? Things to look out for, okay, would be upfront costs. You know, what are they? Are they $50, $100, $2,000, $3,000? They get way up there, okay? So if they're asking money for you up front, there's a red flag. Another thing to look out for is there a prize involved? That's a little bit of a weird one. So if they're saying, hey, I need you to come to this pay to play event, I need you to sell $200 worth of tickets, and guess what? There's a prize involved. Yeah, they're trying to sweeten the deal so that you do say yes and so that you are inclined to spend the money to try to get in there because you want this amazing prize, right? Because otherwise, why would you do it? So keep your eye out for things that involve prizes. Another thing to look out for is it a traveling show that's not a convention or state fair? Something like that comes to town or to multiple towns and they want your money. Okay, so the reason why you need to look out for this is because usually the people that go to these things are artists and artists' friends, right? Because the artists are trying to sell tickets to the thing. They're going to sell it to friends and family. Friends and family come and it's great and it's fun, but that's pretty much all who's there is the artists and friends and family. And usually you don't sell a lot to friends and family because you've probably already sold to them in the first place. But they're also there to support you and not to buy art. So those other friends and family who are coming from other artists, they're still not really going to spend money, right? It's just not worth your time and energy, and there's so many better ways to get real representation. If you get one of these messages and you're not sure if it's a scam or not, just Google it. Google the event, Google the gallery, Google it, whatever, scam. Okay, if you put scam at the end, a bunch of stuff pops up, like usually from people writing reviews, telling their story, you'll get the idea whether or not this is a pay-to-play scam. So, what is real representation? As somebody who has shown in multiple galleries, I can tell you, real representation doesn't take your money, okay? They're not gonna ask for any upfront costs. They're gonna pay for all the advertising and marketing. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to sell tickets. You don't have to share their website page. You don't have to share the event page. They do that for you. They post a little blurb in the newspaper. They spread the word out for you. So the artist doesn't have to do anything. They just have to bring their work to show it. And yes, real representation usually does take a percentage, but it's not usually that much. If it's over 40%, just say no. 40% is high enough. It's usually 10, 20, sometimes 30%. Rarely is it ever 40%. And if it's 40%, that's still kind of questionable. So at that point, it's really up to you whether you want to do it or not. But real representation will not ask for a fee to look at your art, will not ask a fee to show your art, will not ask you to help market the event. So there you have it. Pay-to-play events, they are not worth it. It's not worth to give your money away to not really receive anything in the end. So, as one artist to another out there, please be wary of these pay-to-play events. Do your research first. Check out that gallery, check out that traveling art show. Look at those points. Does it cost me money? What is that cost? Do I have to share in the advertisement? Do I have to sell tickets? How much am I actually going to be out if I do this show? Really quick to end this episode, some helpful tips for you to find a venue that's free and get your work out there. It's actually quite easy. Look around your city, look online at real galleries, and then email them. It's pretty much that easy. Look for galleries that have work that you could see your work next to. Look for galleries where you're like, oh, that kind of looks like my work, or oh, I feel like this space really could represent me well because it has a lot of artists in here that are similar to my style. That's what you want to look out for, and then just email them, just call, just walk in and meet them in person. Go to these galleries, check them out. It's really not hard, and you don't have to be intimidated by the process. When it comes to getting your artwork published, again, look out there for those reputable publishing companies, for those magazines that you like to read, magazines that you can see your artwork in, and reach out to them. Usually those don't cost anything. Rarely they'll cost $10, $20. That's not a big deal. I've had my work published in several magazines, and I think the most I've ever paid was maybe $50. It wasn't that much. And I didn't have to do any of the marketing, and the magazines went out and my artwork was in there, and it was super awesome. So do your research, look online, ask questions, email people, talk to people. That's pretty much the simplest and easiest way to find gallery representation or to get your work out there. There's also other things you could try, like going to your local community art associations and organizations in your town. Usually they're totally free and they let out calls for artists all the time. So check your listings, check the internet, publishings, walk around your city and go explore some really fun places to show your art. Well, everyone, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I hope you found it informative, helpful, and hopefully you guys start showing your work out there for free and you avoid those costly fees for the pay-to-play events. Until next week, everyone, bye!